If your Facebook ads are suddenly failing, this is why. Meta's new Andromeda system just changed the Facebook ad system forever. So if your Meta ads have been tanking lately, higher CPAs, inconsistencies, you're not alone. And guess what? It's not your targeting, your creative, or your offer. It's something way bigger. Hey everyone, Chloe Sarkis here, and today I'm gonna explain exactly what Meta Andromeda is, how it works, and most importantly, what you need to do right now to avoid your ads from falling apart. Meta just dropped a massive new update called Andromeda, and it's changing how Facebook decides who sees your ads and when. So let's start with what Andromeda actually is. I want you to think of Facebook's old system as a tired librarian. Every time you publish ads, it would go one by one, take its time, and basically decide who to show it to. It worked, but it was pretty slow, and it was not ready for the amount of ads people are publishing today. You can imagine, with the help of AI, as you've been hearing probably a lot, AI ads, AI video ads, AI photo ads, AI UGC, what took in the old times, let's say a few hours to edit and a few more hours to do variations, you took, let's say, 2 days to do 10 videos. Nowadays, you can do that in less than an hour thanks to AI. So you can imagine the amount of ads brands are being able to pump out every single week. And obviously, Facebook has to adapt itself. So that's what Andromeda is. It's an AI-powered brain that basically groups ads into groups and is able to instantly pick the best one of them. So instead of scanning everything manually, it just groups them and then picks the best one. It understands patterns, which ads connect to which audience based on creative messaging, angles, and engagement. So basically, Meta built this because ad volume exploded. The old system just couldn't keep up. So Andromeda was designed to be faster, more accurate, so it can handle more ads at once. Now here's the problem. When Meta flipped the switch, Facebook relies less on your targeting and actually fully relies on your creatives. That means your ad's visual tone and message are doing the targeting for you. So if your creative looks too general or too similar to what competitors are doing, bad news. Andromeda basically just skips over it. And if the ads that you're producing are too similar, Andromeda just puts them together and does the same test for both. For example, let's just say you hired 2 UGC creators, both females, both in their 30s, and they are running the same kind of script. Even though these are 2 different people and you did pay twice for the job to be able to test different personas, and what Facebook is doing is actually grouping them into one. So instead of testing both of them, it just puts them under the same group. So what you just did is you wasted your money twice. Instead of just doing one UGC with one script, you did the same script, and so Facebook puts it together. So the solution over here is to actually do one UGC with one script and another one that's actually quite different. The more differentiation you have between these ads, the more likely you are to succeed. And that's why so many e-com brands are seeing a lot of inconsistencies, higher CPMs, and lower conversion rates. And ad sets that used to work for years suddenly started falling apart. The old approach, 1 video, 3 hooks, just doesn't cut it anymore. And don't worry, I know that it takes a lot of time, a lot of work to be able to create the amount of diversity and volume that Facebook is looking for. And that's exactly what we do at Boost Ecom Ads. We're basically your creative machine that is pumping out creatives that are quite diverse, so you are able to beat Meta Andromeda. If you're interested, I'll leave the call link below in the description. Feel free to book a call with the team to know exactly how we can help your brand beat Meta Andromeda. And even if you're running ads by your own, here's a quick tip. Look at your best performing ad in the last 30 days. And what I want you to look at is basically the main angle that you're using, the hook rate and the hold rate. And this time, I don't want you to do just a small variation by changing the hook. I want you to take that concept and put it in a completely different format. So let's say that the angle that worked the best is how to cure acne in less than 30 days. And you basically had a static with a bold headline. What you can do is take that concept and apply it into a video. And then take that concept and apply it into a podcast style. And take that angle and put it in an us versus them. Take that angle and put it in a before and after. So take that same kind of angle, but instead of doing a tiny bit of a variation by changing the headline, take it and put it in a completely different format. This is exactly what Meta Andromeda wants to see. So the biggest shift over here is creative diversification. Facebook now wants you to feed it more creative variety. Not 10 versions of the same ad, but truly different ideas and formats. Here's what that means. So number one, concepts and angles. Play with the angles, right? So like, for example, if you want to do storytelling, start to put it into different frame. Let's say you do a regular UGC storytelling. Another one can be storytelling, but showcasing the product, like a demo style. Another one could be a before-after solution. Another one can be a problem and then introducing the solution. So as I said before, take that angle and play around with it with the different styles. Number two, play with formats. Let's just say that all this time you've been playing with VSLs and that's what's been working for you. What I would highly suggest you to do is take that VSL angle and start putting it into different formats. Try 30-second videos, try statics, try podcasts, try interviews. Every format now will send different creative signals to Facebook. And number three, different personas. Now is the time to really speak to different customer avatars. Don't make one ad that's for everyone. Make multiple ads that speak to specific people and specific needs. So if you're still running narrow audiences with repetitive creatives, Andromeda is basically going to suffocate your delivery. But if you give it variety, it will learn faster and is able to find you better buyers. So what should you exactly do? First, as we've been speaking about, prioritize creative diversification. So no more 10 ads with different hooks. Do entirely new concepts. Change the format, the angle, the messaging, the tone, everything you can. The more diverse it is, the better it will work. Second, remember that creative here is the new targeting. So if you're still doing interest targeting, I would definitely suggest you to kill that because Facebook is looking at the creative to do the targeting for you. It looks at the age of the persona, the gender, it even looks at the skin color to know exactly who to show this ad to. So big focus, make your creative speak directly to the audience you're looking for. Third, use Advantage Plus defaults. This is Meta's own system to work with Andromeda and basically keep it broad, no targeting, keep the placements, all placements. Basically just trust Meta to do its thing and rely less on the media buying. So the beauty of this is that media buying is going to become less and less complicated, and basically the more complex part of this whole game is going to be your creatives. Fourth, focus on quality over quantity. And what I mean by this is, again, don't go for 10 ads, same small little variation. Really focus on delivering high quality ads that are quite different one from another. And finally, super important, as I said, Meta is trying to basically automate everything and replace media buyers, so per se. So simplify everything. They want less campaigns, they want less ad sets, and more qualified ads. So basically sit back, relax, and let Andromeda do its thing. And one last thing that we've been seeing internally with our clients is that the learning phase is actually quite important now. Facebook really wants to learn quite fast, get you a lot of purchases in a short amount of time. And once it's out of that learning phase, you won't get that inconsistency as much, right? Because what we've been seeing now that's pretty drastic is, let's say one day the ROAS is like 4 and another day it's like 0 point something, which is absolutely crazy. And what we've realized is that once the ad set, we've put enough ads into that ad set and we pushed the budget up and we got more purchases in a shorter amount of time and it got out of the learning phase, then that inconsistency became more constant and we stopped having these like drastic high days and lower days. So here's the bottom line. If your ads are falling apart, do not panic. There is a solution. We just have to adapt ourselves to this new game. Basically, creative diversification, focus on that and you will be good to go. Again, if you want some help adapting your e-com strategy to this new era, I will leave the link below so you can book a call with the team and we can do a strategy call, seeing what exactly is missing with the strategy. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Like this video, leave a comment below with your biggest takeaway. I would highly appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you guys next week.